guys, welcome back for a quick installment of Plunder Basics. So in this one, I'm going to talk about a adventure plunder combo, and you may be thinking, what kind of combo can there be? In what scenario does this come up? Because in my original thoughts, like if you have adventure, you just have like Gryphon negate plus whatever plunder combo you would have. But you don't always have a plunder combo available to you. Sometimes you draw a lot of non-engine and you just have kind of like one adventure piece plus one plunder piece. So I want to talk about those situations just so you're prepared to play optimally in those scenarios. So here's going to be our sample situation. We're going to open a copy of Right plus a copy of Whitebeard plus 3 non-engine, and we'll just go ahead and say 3 copies of Dark Ruler no more, because obviously those are not going to help us at all going first, even though they may be in our main deck. So in this scenario, what are we doing? All right, let's go ahead and activate Right to summon our token, and then we are going to, here, let me put my hand over here, and then we're going to place our copy. Where the heck is my Fateful Adventure? Place our copy of Fateful, okay? From here, we're going to normal summon our Whitebeard and use Fateful effect to add our copy of the equip spell. Okay, now we have some options. We're going to use Fateful effect to search a monster, and we are not going to search the Gryphon Rider. We are going to search another copy of Enchantress. So we could search Gryphon, but then this is going to be our end board, basically. We would have a Gryphon negate plus Whitebeard effect for our opponent's turn. And that's an option, but that's not, the maximum of our ability. So let's assume we don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and instead search a copy of Enchantress. Okay? And then discard our Draco back, or we can in this case we would discard our copy of Dark Ruler and keep our Draco back for later, but it doesn't matter. From here, we're going to special summon our Enchantress to our field because we have a token, and in this case, Enchantress is just going to act as another body, as an extender, and from here we can go ahead and synchro summon for 8 with Whitebeard plus our token into a copy of Jord. And you may know where this is going now because you've seen plunder combos before. And now here we can activate our copy of Whitebeard to summon something from the deck. And in this case, we'll go for a Black Eyes. I think Black Eyes is going to be the best option here. Okay, so from here, we have already, without using Jord, we have Blackbeard access. And I want to do that because I want to add the Black Eyes back. So we are going to link. We're going to link 2 into a Blackbeard, and now we're going to use Jord to add back our Black Eyes to our hand. Okay, and we're going to do that because we can use Black Eyes to extend and add back the Whitebeard later anyway, and that's going to be great. So Jord is going to go to our Pendulum Zone, and then we can use the Jord effect, return it, and summon some tokens to our field and our opponent's field, of course. And we're just going to call those light attribute, okay? So from here, we can use our Blackbeard effect. Actually, first, before using Blackbeard, we're going to want to banish our Enchantress to search another copy of Right, just so we don't draw it off the Blackbeard, okay? So we're going to do that first. And that's another nice reason to use the Enchantress as our extender. We can just get more advantage off of it that way. And we still have the Draco back in our hand, so when we use Right next turn, we have the Draco back to equip to the token anyways. So we can use Blackbeard effect, equip itself to summon a copy of Liss and draw a card. We'll just use this as a blank. And then we can use Liss to summon back our copy of Blackbeard. So in this case, we end on Liss Blackbeard with just an extra token with Fateful and 6 cards in hand, including Right and Draco back as follow-up. And then from here, we don't have to stop if we don't want to. Well, we kind of do have to stop because this is not a tuner, but we could use Black Eyes to summon itself and add back the Whitebeard if we wanted to, and then we would have 2 more plunder bodies on board. But that doesn't really do us too much good. I'd rather just keep the Black Eyes for follow-up. So Yeah, it's just a nice end board. Be careful, you do have a token, so you are susceptible to evenly, but they have a token too, so they're probably not using evenly on you. So forget I just said that. But yeah, that's our combo. If instead we open 3 Dark Rulers plus Right plus a different Plunder name, not Whitebeard, the only other one that would really work or do anything is Golden Hair, because it's a tuner. And if we open blue or red or black eyes, you know, having our adventure token plus one of these guys as a normal summon is not going to do us a whole lot of good. It's going to get us into basically just Blackbeard, and in that case, that might be okay. But in that case, I'd probably rather just have the Gryphon negate and sit on it. But if we have Golden Hair, which is a tuner, which is nice, we can start off by using the Right once again. Whoops, that's a little bit acting fast. Right once again, activate the token. Summon the token, activate the Fateful. Now normal summon the Golden Hair. Fateful searches the Draco back. And now we can use Fateful to search an Enchantress, and then discard the Draco back and Draco back equip, or we don't have to. We can just discard the Dark Ruler, and that's fine as well. And then from here we can special summon the Enchantress as an extender. Now we can go ahead and synchro into the Jord. There we go, and then Jord can use its effect, add back the Golden Hair, place itself in the Pendulum Zone, and then Jord effect again to summon the tokens. And now we already have our extender set up with the Enchantress to go ahead and link into the Blackbeard and do our usual stuff. From here we're going to use Enchantress to banish, to search our other Right once again before we use our Blackbeard effect to draw, and then we can use Blackbeard here to summon the Liss, draw a card, and then Liss can summon back the Blackbeard. So now our end board is Liss Blackbeard again with a Fateful. Our opponent has a token, and then we have 6 cards in hand, including Right and Dracoback and Golden Hair as follow-up, plus 3 blanks. Probably hand traps or Dark Rulers or whatever they are. So yeah, if you open just Right or just Enchantress and one of your Plunder tuners, don't just end on Gryphon plus Gryphon Pass, okay? You can get into your full combo anyway, even if you don't have your usual 2 Plunder card thing, and just don't get your brain locked into, if I have adventure cards, I have to end on Gryphon. No, you don't. Adventure is basically a double extender. It's just 2 bodies, and luckily one's a level 4, so it's good for synchro summoning for Plunder, and the other one can just be used for a link into Blackbeard. So yeah, the adventure package is very versatile in this deck, so make sure you don't get locked into a mindset where you have to do something that is typical of adventure cards. So yep, hope you enjoyed that. Hope this is useful. I will catch you guys in the next one for some more Plunder basics.